Jesse, whoever's controlling the music, could you cut it completely off? Thanks.
Yeah, filling up now, man.
First of all, we'll get this thing started right off the get-go. I want to say thank you to everyone, all the competitors, everybody who support me and the LAS and everybody. And thanks for coming here today. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Now, mind you, that's the quiet that I'm going to let you judges. We're going to go over some of the rules. So arm wrestlers, I do need you to pay attention in a little bit. Before we do, I want to ask for Donnie Polonsky. Donnie, if you wouldn't mind coming up, appreciate it. This event, fundraiser for the Lower East Side, they're doing some awesome things. I'm going to let Donnie explain. And then Hope is around here somewhere. The girls around, ladies, I'm sorry, women. I want to make sure you show who you are in a little bit so they know who to buy tickets for. But first, give it up for Donnie Polonsky!
How you guys doing? This has got to be one of my favorite sports in the world. I mean, I like other sports, but Dan got me into this in 1973 with my best friend here, Chuck Denar. And we pulled way back then, and I was a natural lefty, but there was no left-handed, so I had to pull right-handed. But I did very well. Probably beat every heavyweight in Erie back then, and then some out of state, all the way up the line. But as the years from 73, I pulled to 86 or 87, and won a lot of trophies. We went to national tournaments, went out west with all the guys, East Coast against the West Coast. And they had 12 teams out there in 1985. There was Jimmy Walkowitz, myself, Dan Carr, Paul Freund, the late John Hanowski Sr. We went out there to kick ass and take names and bring it back to the East Coast, which was our hometown, which is Pennsylvania. We have some of the best arm wrestlers, I can say. I'm not knocking any other states because there's a lot of good arm wrestlers, but we have some of the best arm wrestlers that come out of this county and this state. I've known so many arm wrestlers that are awesome. Yeah. And I don't know everybody now, because a lot of you guys are younger, but I watch you pull, and every time I come to a tournament, it gives me the chills to watch you guys pull hard, you know? I mean, I remember those days. You go walk around like a caged lion, and you can't wait to get up here. And win or lose, it's a good sport. So you got to keep trying, and then sometimes you might not even win for a couple years, and then all of a sudden you come out of the block and you start winning. So don't ever give up on it. If you think you have the talent and you train right for it, stick with it, because it is an art. It's not all just technique. You got to have strength, agility, speed. You know, you have to put it all together in arm wrestling, because any one of those will take you out. I mean, John, the late John, he was called Lightning John for a reason, because he didn't use much of his strength, but he put you down in about 3 seconds. So Danny Carr gave the name Lightning John. But today's Dan's birthday. He's the founder in Erie of arm wrestling, and he was going to come up. He's down in Florida, so I want to wish him a happy birthday. He's my mentor. Me and Chucky, we worked out with him in the 70s, and we trained with him. He taught us a lot about arm wrestling, and then I took that ability and tried to train everybody else about arm wrestling. Even if there was 1 or 2 moves, I'm glad somebody got something out of what I showed them, because you can't take it with you and you can't be greedy. Try to help one another out. If you know something, show it to them. So, and we got the Lower East Side. We're starting a gym. Me and Dan had a gym, and Chucky had a vision to open up a commercial gym in 1978, the Puffer Belly on 5th and French, right. The firehouse. They were going to wreck it. We got it. No windows in it, bums sleeping in there, weeds growing. We took it over and we saved that building, because that's the #1 firehouse in Erie. And 3 weeks prior to that, they were going to wreck it with the wrecking ball. So we got it from Tulio and we turned it into a gym for kids. But we were going to go commercial. We said, let's do it for the kids, Chuck and I and Dan Carr. And we went from there, And from there we went 10 years undefeated with Fighting Eagles. Our armbender team was called the Lower East Side Armbenders. We went almost 12 years, pretty much winning all of our matches as a team.
Let's hear it for these guys. Come on, I can't hear you out there. That's Andrew Hiller. Just
That was quick.
all right, in the men's left hand, I need Dan Critchfield and JD.
Yeah, it's better camera right there. Whoops, sorry.
All right, JD's on your left, Dan is on your right.
Full. See that one start. Oh,
All right, winner JD Morris, Captain Hook. And then after that match, right hand will be Dan and Nick. Remember, wrists are straight to begin with. There's no point in it. All they're doing is center it, and then they're going to curve your hand in.